All right, so welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. And I told you guys we're speaking about brand new ones. And this morning we have the brand new Charge d'Affaires. Am I pronouncing that correct? It's
That's
French.
correct. It's French.
And my French is kind of wobbly, so forgive me. Shanti Moore, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us this morning. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago, first of all.
Thank you.
How long have you been here?
I have been in Trinidad and Tobago for about 2.5 months.
2.5 months. Nice. All right, so tell me exactly, what does a Charge d'Affaires do?
Oh, so the Charge d'Affaires is responsible for running the embassy or another diplomatic mission in absence of the ambassador.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about yourself and your history before you got to this place in life as the Charge d'Affaires.
Sure. So I was born in Michigan, spent my formative years in Kansas. I joined the State Department in 1999. I joined the Foreign Service in 2000, and I've had diplomatic missions throughout the world. I've served in Kuwait, Qatar, Kosovo, Nicaragua, Afghanistan, and I'm recently coming out of Barbados in Eastern Caribbean.
Oh, nice. How did you enjoy your time in Barbados?
Beautiful. I enjoyed my time in Barbados, as well as the Eastern Caribbean. Can't forget the OECS countries.
Right. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so over the last year, there's been a lot of turmoil in the U.S., especially, with the Black Lives Matter protests and stuff like that, and the unrest, of course, in the capital. Can you share your thoughts with us on those events and how the U.S. Can move to being maybe more unified and more unified approach?
Yes. So throughout the history of the United States, we've had our struggles, whether it's slavery or it is the right of women to vote, the civil rights movement, even the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. The good thing about our democracy is that we're able to self-reflect, analyze, where our struggles and challenges are, and make corrections. And so I believe that with regards to what happened last summer with the Black Lives Matter movement, the protests, peaceful protests against, racism, police brutality, as well as the unfortunate, unprecedented events, what happened on January 6th, we will look at ourselves, we will make corrections, because our democracy has proved to be resilient, it's proved to be strong, and people honestly want to make change. And I do believe that, my fellow U.S. citizens want to achieve what we describe in the Constitution as a more perfect union. We obviously didn't live up to our standards. We didn't live up to the standards of the world. And so those are significant challenges for us.
Okay. I just want, because people may not understand how the process works, can you explain what's the process to getting a new ambassador to the U.S. now that the presidency has changed?
Sure. So the way it works is the president nominates his or her ambassadorial candidate,
right,
and then the Senate must confirm that individual.
Right. And how long does that process usually take?
It depends.
It depends. Okay.
It depends.
All right. And can you tell me a little bit about how the embassy has been operating, especially in the midst of the pandemic? Has any of the operations changed that we should be aware of?
So yes, our operations have changed in the sense that what we want to make sure that we respect the COVID-19 protocols of the government of Trinidad and Tobago, but our embassy continues to operate maybe with a reduced staff, and so sometimes we have our staff not come in, so they work from home. Sometimes we operate on shifts, but we continue to do our work. We continue to implement our programs.
Okay, and one of the questions coming in from upstairs is, how would you describe the relationship between the U.S. and Trinidad and Tobago?
Trinidad and Tobago and the United States, we have a strong bilateral relationship. We work well in a lot of areas, whether it's security and law enforcement, whether it's our economic ties. Obviously, our people-to-people ties are strong. And so I would describe the relationship as strong. We have a constructive, cordial relationship. We're not afraid to speak truth to each other, which is what we want in a bilateral strategic partnership.
That's fantastic. I mean, I know that a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago, we have emulated a lot of qualities of the U.S., some of them good, some of them not so good. And we continue to grow, and we hope that we can grow together. Of course, the U.S. being a lot older than we are and a lot more, supposedly more mature than we are, but we still strive to continue working together to be able to make the world a better place. You know what I mean? I feel like oftentimes we end up in a situation where people can't communicate very well and things get lost in translation. But I look forward to your work here, and I hope that you continue to have a successful career and especially a successful relationship between the U.S. and Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so much for joining us
this
morning, Shanti.
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we take a quick break, and when we come back, we still have so much more right here in the Now Morning Show. Don't forget, today's Panorific Mondays. Stay tuned.